Have you ever wondered how ordinary people manage to build massive wealth over time without being experts? The answer often lies in a simple yet powerful index that tracks the 500 largest companies in the United States. Most people believe that investing is only for the ultra-rich or those with special connections on Wall Street. However, the S&P 500 has been a reliable wealth-building machine for millions of regular families for decades. When you invest in this index, you are not betting on just one single business. Instead, you are buying a small piece of the most successful and profitable corporations that drive the entire global economy forward every day. The beauty of this strategy is its incredible simplicity and historical consistency. Over long periods of time, the American stock market has shown a remarkable ability to recover from downturns and reach new all-time highs repeatedly. Financial independence is a marathon, not a sprint, and having a reliable vehicle makes the journey much easier. By understanding how this index works, you can take control of your future and stop worrying about money. Compound interest is often called the eighth wonder of the world because of its ability to multiply wealth. When you reinvest your dividends into the S&P 500, your money starts working even harder than you do. Think about all the products you use every single day, from your smartphone to the groceries in your fridge. Chances are, the companies making these items are part of the index you are now invested in. While the market can be very volatile in the short term, the long-term trend has historically been upward. This is why patience and discipline are the most important traits for any successful investor looking to grow wealth. You don't need to spend hours every day analyzing complex financial reports or watching the news. The index does the hard work for you by automatically including the winners and removing the companies that are no longer performing. One of the biggest risks in investing is putting all your money into a single company that might fail. Diversification across 500 different businesses provides a safety net that protects your hard-earned savings from total loss. Time in the market is much more important than trying to time the market perfectly. Starting early, even with small amounts, allows the power of exponential growth to transform your financial situation over the coming 20 or 30 years. Think of your investment as a long-distance flight toward a very comfortable retirement destination. There might be some occasional turbulence along the way, but the autopilot system of the index keeps you moving in the right direction. The history of American capitalism is a story of innovation, resilience, and constant growth. By owning the index, you are participating in the future success of the most creative and hardworking entrepreneurs and engineers in the entire world. Retirement should be a time of relaxation and joy, not a time of financial stress and constant worry. Building a solid foundation now through consistent investing ensures that you will have the resources to enjoy your golden years. Every time you see a headline about the economy growing or a new technology being released, you should feel confident. As an index investor, you are a part owner of the progress that is happening all around you today. The S&P 500 covers almost every sector of the economy, giving you exposure to everything from medical breakthroughs to the latest software. This balance ensures that your portfolio isn't overly dependent on just one single industry. Many companies in the index pay out dividends, which are basically small cash rewards for being a shareholder. When you reinvest these payments, you are buying even more shares, which leads to even more dividends later. You don't need a cape or special powers to be a financial hero for your family. By following a simple plan and staying consistent, you can build a legacy that will provide security for your children and grandchildren. The most important lesson in finance is that you don't have to be a genius to succeed. You just need to be disciplined enough to keep investing when others are panicking and to stay focused on your long-term goals. It might seem slow at first, but the momentum of a growing portfolio is incredibly hard to stop once it gets going. Every dollar you invest today is a seed that will grow into a massive tree. The strength of the American economy is the engine that drives the index higher over time. As long as people keep working, inventing, and consuming, the companies in the S&P 500 will continue to generate profits. American companies don't just sell to Americans, they sell their products and services to the entire world. This global reach means you are benefiting from the growth of emerging markets and international trade as well. If you look at the historical average return of the market, it is approximately 10% per year before inflation. At that rate, your money could double roughly every 7 years, which leads to life-changing wealth over time. There will always be bad news, recessions, and periods of uncertainty that make people want to sell their stocks. However, those who stay the course and don't let fear drive their decisions are the ones who win. For many, the American dream feels out of reach, but the stock market provides a ladder that anyone can climb. It is the most democratic way to build wealth because the market doesn't care who you are. Automated investing is one of the best ways to ensure success because it removes the emotional element from the process. By setting up a recurring contribution, you ensure that you are buying shares every single month. It is often the smallest habits that lead to the biggest results in life. Skipping a few expensive coffees and putting that money into the index instead might seem minor, but over 40 years, it is worth a fortune. You don't need a fancy degree from a top university to understand how to build wealth. The principles are simple. Spend less than you earn, invest the difference in the S&P 500, and wait patiently for decades. Most people are looking for a get-rich-quick scheme that will solve all their problems overnight. The truth is that the most reliable path to wealth is the one that takes time, patience, and a very long-term perspective. Imagine a future where you no longer have to work because you want to, not because you have to. This level of freedom is possible for ordinary people who decide to make the S&P 500 their primary investment. Technology is constantly changing the world, and the index adapts to these changes automatically. When new industries emerge and become dominant, they find their way into the top 500 companies, keeping your portfolio modern and relevant. When you look at the daily fluctuations of the stock market, it can be very distracting and confusing. You have to zoom out and look at the big picture to see the incredible progress that has been made. Reaching your financial goals is one of the most satisfying feelings in the world. It provides a sense of security and accomplishment that allows you to focus on the things that truly matter in your life. True wealth is the ability to spend your time however you want, with whoever you want. By building a portfolio in the S&P 500, you are buying back your future time and giving yourself the gift of freedom. Investing can feel like a complicated puzzle at first, but once you understand the core concepts, everything starts to make sense. The index is the missing piece that ties your entire financial plan together for good. You are the captain of your own financial ship, and you get to decide which direction you want to go. Choosing a proven and reliable path like index investing ensures that you will eventually reach your desired harbor. In a world of financial noise and constant distractions, the S&P 500 stands out as a beacon of clarity and reliability. It is a simple solution to a problem that many people try to make way too complex. The best time to start investing was 20 years ago, but the second best time is right now. Every day you wait is a day of compound interest that you are missing out on for your future self. Wealth is like a forest. It takes a long time to grow, but once it is established, it becomes a self-sustaining ecosystem that provides shade and protection for everything and everyone living within its reach and shelter. You don't need to be a celebrity or a professional athlete to live a life of abundance and comfort. Ordinary people can achieve extraordinary results by simply being consistent and following a proven path to financial success. The secret? The secret to wealth is not a secret at all. It is hidden in plain sight within the stock market. By owning the largest and most successful companies in America, you are participating in the greatest wealth creation machine. Financial security is the best protection you can provide for your loved ones during uncertain times. Having a solid investment portfolio means that you are prepared for whatever challenges the future might bring to your door. Every second that passes is an opportunity for your investments to grow and multiply. The power of time is your greatest ally in the quest for financial freedom, so make sure you use it very wisely. You can be the king of your own financial domain by taking control of your investments today. The S&P 500 gives you a seat at the table with the most powerful corporations in the entire world. Building wealth is like building a bridge to your future self. Each contribution you make to your investment account is another brick that makes the bridge stronger and more reliable for your journey across the gap. Becoming a millionaire is a goal that many people think is impossible, but it is actually quite achievable for those who stay invested in the index for a long enough period of time during their careers. Luck has very little to do with long-term investing success in the stock market. It is all about having a sound strategy, staying disciplined, and not letting your emotions dictate your actions during periods of market stress. The view from the top is much better when you know that your financial future is secure. Investing in the S&P 500 is like taking the most reliable trail up the mountain toward your ultimate retirement goals. There is a great sense of joy and relief that comes with knowing you have enough money to cover all your needs. This peace of mind is one of the most valuable benefits of long-term investing. The potential for growth in the American stock market is theoretically limitless as long as human innovation continues. By owning the index, you are betting on the bright future of humanity and its incredible ability to solve problems. As automation and artificial intelligence transform the economy, the companies that lead these changes will be part of the S&P 500. This ensures that you are always invested in the most cutting-edge and profitable technologies. You cannot have the fruit without the roots, and you cannot have wealth without consistent savings and smart investing. It is a natural process that requires time, patience, and the right environment to flourish and grow. If you study the past, you will see that the market has survived wars, pandemics, and depressions, only to come back stronger than ever. This historical perspective gives you the confidence to stay invested during tough times. Protecting your wealth from inflation is one of the most important reasons to invest in stocks. While cash loses value over time, shares in great companies tend to grow and preserve your purchasing power for decades. Investing is a game of strategy, and the S&P 500 is like having the most powerful piece on the board. It gives you the best chance of winning the long-term battle for financial security and personal independence. Having a clear direction for your money is essential for reaching your destination. The index acts as a financial compass that keeps you on the right track, even when the world around you feels very chaotic. Real wealth is built on the productivity of people and businesses, much like a harvest is built on the hard work of farmers. The stock market is simply a way to share in that collective productivity. Investing doesn't have to be stressful or dramatic. It can be as simple as watching a good movie and letting the story unfold. You just need to sit back, relax, and let the index do its work. Taking care of your financial health is a form of self-respect and self-care. It shows that you value your future and that you are willing to make the necessary sacrifices today to ensure a better tomorrow. The best investment you can make is in your own education and understanding of how the world works. Once you grasp the power of index investing, you will have a bright idea that changes your life. You don't need to catch the biggest fish to have a successful harvest. You just need a reliable net that catches enough to sustain you. The S&P 500 is the ultimate net for the modern investor. Even during the coldest economic winters, a well-diversified portfolio can provide the warmth and security you need to survive. It is the ultimate financial insulation against the harsh realities of the world outside your door. Unlocking the power of the stock market is like finding a hidden treasure that has been right under your nose the whole time. It is a wealth-building tool that is available to almost everyone today. Your investment portfolio is like a diamond that needs time and pressure to form into something truly valuable. Don't be afraid of the pressure. It is what creates the lasting value you are looking for. The world is constantly moving and evolving, and your investments should do the same. By owning a broad index, you are moving forward with the global economy and staying ahead of the curve at all times. The desire for financial security is as old as civilization itself, but today we have tools that our ancestors could only dream of. The S&P 500 is a modern miracle of financial engineering for everyone. While there are no guarantees in life, the historical track record of the American stock market is about as close as you can get. It is a contract with the future that has paid off. Your small monthly contributions are like tiny drops of water that eventually form a powerful river of wealth. This momentum becomes unstoppable over time and can carry you through any financial obstacle in your way. The recipe for success is simple. Take 500 great companies, add a healthy dose of time, and stir in a lot of patience. This simple stew has fed more retirement dreams than any other investment. When you invest in the index, you are backing the next generation of inventors and problem solvers. You are a silent partner in the innovations that will define the 21st century and beyond for humanity. Financial security gives you the heart and the courage to take risks and follow your passions in life. It is not just about the money, it is about the peace of mind that the money provides. Emotional balance is just as important as a balanced portfolio when it comes to investing success. Staying calm when everyone else is panicking is the secret weapon of the truly wealthy index investor today. It might feel like magic, but the power of the market is based on real economics and real human effort. There is no trickery involved, just the simple reality of companies making profits and sharing them with you. Patience is a quiet virtue, but it is the one that pays the highest dividends in the stock market. Those who can wait for decades are the ones who ultimately reap the greatest rewards for themselves. Every giant tree started as a tiny seed, and every massive portfolio started with a small initial investment. Don't be afraid of small beginnings, just focus on making sure you plant the seed today. Looking back on your life, the best decision you ever made was to start investing early and stay consistent. The view from the top is much better when you have no financial worries to carry. The best gift you can give to your future self is a solid financial plan that starts today. It is a legacy of wisdom and wealth that will change the trajectory of your entire family for generations. You don't need to be famous to be a success story in the stock market. Thousands of ordinary Americans become millionaires every year by simply following the proven path of the S&P 500 index fund. When you invest, you are tapping into the most powerful economic engine ever created. It is an engine that runs on human ambition and the constant desire for a better life for everyone, everywhere in the world. A new day is beginning for your finances, and the future is looking brighter than ever before. With a solid plan in place, you can walk forward with confidence and excitement for what is to come. While you sleep, while you eat, and while you play, your money is working for you in the market. This passive income is the ultimate goal of every investor who wants to achieve true independence. Knowledge is power, but only if you use it to take action. Now that you know the secret of the S&P 500, the next step is to open an account and start your own journey. You have won the game of finance by choosing the most reliable and proven strategy available. There is no need for fancy tricks or high-risk bets when you have the strength of the entire market. As you look back on your journey, you realize that the most important thing wasn't the money itself, but the freedom and security it provided for you and the people you love the most. The path to wealth is open to you right now, and the S&P 500 is ready to take you there. Start your journey today, stay consistent, and watch as your ordinary life becomes extraordinary through investing.